Mammy in here for IrishBoxingCom association winners win. Callum Walsh and that. Man, it's been a long, long time. How are we?
Good, yeah, very good to see. It's been a while now since we've had an interview.
Listen, I'm going to get straight down to it. Back in Ireland, back in Dublin. A tough opponent, Tyler Denny. He's been around the block. He's obviously been on multiple matchroom shows and that. He knows his way around the circuit. Just kind of your first insights into Tyler Denny and why Denny as well.
Yeah, he was just the man they put in front of me. You know what I mean? I don't pick and choose opponents. I just fight whoever they tell me to. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the test. I'm looking forward to the challenge. He's like you said, he's been around. He's been awkward. You know what I mean? He's been hard to beat. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to getting in there, test myself, and putting on another show for the Irish fans.
Is that something that you want to? I know Cork was kind of something that you probably also wanted as well. After that unbelievable Dublin show that we were at, beers flying everywhere and people going insane. Is Cork still in the plan? Callum, is that something that you still want?
Yeah, I'm pushing for Cork, and I mean Cork is definitely something that I still want. Cork is where I'm from and where I need to fight. You know what I mean? But obviously Zufa boxing is still early in the game. You know what I mean? They're doing what they can, and Dublin is the perfect place for it. To be fair, you know what I mean? The Tree Arena is a great arena. You know what I mean? It's right there. It's nice and easy to get over and book and get into. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll get it done over there and keep growing and hopefully get into Cork soon.
We've had a massive schedule lined up. July 10th, JB Promotions in Leopardstown. August 1st, Pierce O'Leary. August 8th, yourself. And then we go to the biggest card possibly in Irish boxing history. Katie Taylor, September 5th in Crow Park. I guess my question is, Callum, what's it like to be part of that schedule? An unbelievable summer schedule ahead for Irish boxing. Probably the most stacked one that we've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? It is unbelievable. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, I don't think any of us should be competing with each other. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great month or 2 months or whatever it is for Irish boxing. You know what I mean? We're all gonna continue the buzz. You know what I mean? It's like we'll have fights here, then the next week there'll be fights, and then there'll be Pierce will be the 1st of August, then I'll be the 8th of August. You know what I mean? The buzz should carry on through it all. You know what I mean? It'd be like it's a big warm up. You know what I mean, for the Katie Taylor card. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be a massive buzz around Irish boxing for the next couple of months, and it's great. It's great to see.
Will you be staying in Dublin, or will you be staying around for September 5th? Obviously, again, the biggest card in Irish boxing history, probably, but just to even witness that historic moment. Will Callum Walsh be there?
I'm hoping to be there. I probably won't stay around, but I'll probably come back and try to get back for it. You know what I mean? That would be unbelievable. To get back for that card to be serious. So yeah, hopefully get the job done, come back home, make sure everyone's all right here, and then fly back for it. Hopefully.
I know there's been a lot of talk with kind of the match from and Zufa thing. Do you think that's going to be something that a unison of harmony could be made, possibly, and Callum Walsh could be on that card?
I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm focused on August 8th at the moment. That's the 100% focus on my fight, and no, we'll see. We'll see if they want me to fight in it, I'll fight it, no problem. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I think the last time I think it was a few opponents. I want to go back to Carlos Campo, a former world champion, in the Meta Apex, headlining the first ever Zufa card. Just talk me about that, Callum. What was that like to headline? Obviously, such a kind of historic card within Zufa.
Yeah, it was great. You know what I mean? There's only ever going to be one first. You know what I mean? And I was the first main event ever for Zufa boxing, and it's like it was a tough opponent. You know what I mean? He was very tricky, very awkward. He had a good game plan, and it kind of made the fight a bit not as entertaining as I would have hoped. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he was a very tough opponent, and he'd only three losses. In three world title fights. You know what I mean? So it was like he was at a very high level. He had fought at a high level, and yeah, I was happy overall with the result. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was a learning experience. At the end of the day, every fight is a I'm learning from every fight, learn from every camp, and just continue to grow and improve.
Did you kind of find it very kind of quiet, eerily quiet, not eerily quiet, but did you kind of find it awkward that it was that quiet inside the Meta Apex? Obviously, they're used to big arenas and people shouting and roaring, but like kind of it's just that bit too quiet. Was there anything awkward about that, Callum?
Yeah, it was quiet in there. Yeah, it was very quiet. Like, at times it felt kind of like a spar. You know what I mean? There was times where it felt like we were sparring, and I was kind of getting a bit. I don't know. I wouldn't say bored, but like when it was a bit quiet and it was feeling a bit like a spar. Yeah, towards some points of it. Yeah.
The one before that, which was obviously Fernando Vargas on an unbelievable card, Canelo versus Crawford, co-main event. I remember you making the TikTok column, was it 2020? And you said in that TikTok basically that you're going to become the world's best, you're going to headline these cards, so you're going to be a part of these cards. When I say that now, and you look back to, when I say that now and you look back to then, what were your feelings and kind of like, I actually said what I did, and I'm continuing to do that?
Yeah, it's just at the time I was probably only taking a piss. I mean, at the time I was probably only messing. I didn't realize what I was even going to do. You know what I mean? I was just but it just goes to show. You just put it out there and anything can happen. You know what I mean? You just have to put it out there and manifest it. And it's real. You know what I mean? It's like if you really want to do something and you take the chance and you can go and make it happen. It's like that's what I believe. From everything that's happened in my life, I believe if you really want to do something, you go out there and take the chance and just make it happen. There's no trying, there's no doing this. If you want something, just go out and make it happen, and you can do it.
Is that kind of one of your main motivation points behind training, Callum?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I believe you have to get out there and do it. Get it done, do whatever you need to do, and good things will happen. And that's how I think about training too. You know what I mean? I just have to, no matter how I'm feeling, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what's going on, just get out there and get the training done. And you'll be rewarded for it.
What's the expectation towards the August 8th? Obviously on a great card, and I know there's a few more that's set to be announced, and obviously the likes of Dylan Eganson and McKenna fighting for a world title. I know you know the McKennas through the amateur days. Just a bit about the McKennas. Any what a good look at all to the two boys. Stevie obviously off a beautiful knockout win the last time in Bournemouth, and now joining his brother alongside his brother fighting for a world title, an IBF world title.
Yeah, it's great to see. You know what I mean? It's great to see people fighting for world titles, especially Irish fellas that I've known, since the amateurs and I've been around, fighting for world titles. It's great. I wish them the best of luck, and yeah, for it's great to put on a good card and just go out there and perform, and make it entertaining. And it's like that seems to be what we're doing. I'm just looking forward to going out there myself and performing and getting the job done in front of the Irish crowd again. And hopefully everyone brings the umbrellas. I mean, there might be a few bears flying again this time. So so bring the umbrella if you're sitting ringside.
Is that something that you can forecast, Callum? A forecast of bear showers possibly inside.
Uh, Hopefully, yeah, that would be the plan in it. That's what I'm picturing. Yeah.
Looking towards the back end of 2026 into 2027, it's mad the way that the year's flying by so quick. But what do you want, Callum? Is obviously every professional boxer at this level wants a world title or wants a title of some kind. Is that something that's in your grasp? Have you talked to the team yet? Have you talked to Dana? Have you talked to Tom? Is that a fight that you want? Is there any fights at all that you want for those titles at all?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just going to continue to fight. I know Shane Mosley Jr. called me out there recently. You know what I mean? So that's a fight that I would like by the end of the year. I'd like to win this fight and maybe fight him by. I already asked him for one more fight before the end of the year, so maybe we can make that one happen. So that's a good fight. It's a big enough name that I can fight.
I know Shane Mosely Jr. watches a good. He watches interviews from all over the place. So my last question is, if Shane Mosely Jr. is watching this interview at the moment, would you like to say anything to him at all?
He was calling me out, and I'm a man that will fight anybody. So we'll make the fight happen. If it's one of those fights that he wants to happen, let's do it.
Callum Walsh, on that note, I really appreciate it. Have a good day, and we'll see you August 8th in the Tri Arena.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.